right, so I have the ones I did on the video already on here. So I'm just going to do some other ones just to refresh your memory about what's on this quiz, and then we'll take it. So to write an exponential form, that's important for this one, but it's also important for ones when you get down to the equation. So when you get down to like number 9 through 20, you're also going to need to write in exponential form. So if some of you like to do the loop, you can do the loop. But everybody needs to, on their quiz, be able to do log base 2 of 32 is 5. And how would you write it? 2 to what power? The fifth is equal to 32. All right, so on your quiz, you're going to have 3 just like that, just with different numbers. And then you're going to have 3 like 4 through 6, just with different numbers. So when you're writing in logarithmic form, what do you start with? Log, go ahead. And then you can do the loop if you like it. So this would be log base 5 of 1 is equal to 0. So you guys can check yours, or if you didn't get to these ones, it's okay. You can fill them in. Up to you. All right. Then I have some notes about how you do the things for the logarithmic graph. I did number 7 on the video, so let's do number 8. So if number 8 is this equation, what would the asymptote be? -2. X equals -2. So we're going to do the opposite of whatever is inside of the parentheses. And once you get that, finding the domain, super easy. What do? Greater than. So change the equal to greater than. What's the range of all logarithmic functions? All real numbers. And then when you get to the x-intercept, you are going to need your calculator. And so I wrote in words up here. So you're going to use the table on the calculator to find when y is 0. So whenever we need something about a graph, what do you hit first in the calculator? Y equals top left. Some of your calculators have that button has been pushed so much you can't even tell it says Y equals, but it's the top left. All right, I'm gonna clear this out. How do I get that log base? Alpha window 5. Very good. So you're gonna need that multiple places on your quiz. Alpha window 5. All right, and so we're gonna put in 4 for the base, and then x plus 2 in the parentheses. And where are we going to go? To the table. The table is second graph. All right. So because I just did this last period, it just came right up. It's possible you may have to scroll up or down, but you're going to scroll until you find where the y is 0. So that's going to make this x-intercept be -1, 0. So the first 8 on your quiz are just like these, just with different numbers. I feel like those are questions that everybody can get right if you've been here. Okay, then you're going to have some equations. On the equations, I did put a place for you to decide exponential or logarithmic. I didn't do this type 1, type 2 for you to circle, so you don't have to do that on the quiz. So let's look at number 10. Would you guys say number 10 is exponential or logarithmic? Logarithmic. So if you see log, it's logarithmic. So this one is log equals a log. When it's log equals a log, what do? Drop off the log. So those just disappear, and you're left with 9x minus 4 is equal to x plus 20. All right. And then this could be varying levels of difficulty for you to solve, but we would get our x's together. And then after that, it's just 2 steps. What's the first step? Add 4. And then divide by 8. Good. All right, so you're number 10. You should have got that x. Wait.
Yeah, that's wrong.
X equals 3. I wrote down something different, but that's right. Okay. look at another one. Great, let's do number 14. So is this one exponential or logarithmic? Logarithmic. All right, so this one is log equals a number. So if you don't have two logs, you can't drop off the logs. Instead, you write in exponential form. All right, so exponential form is what we just did on number 2. But this one doesn't have a base. So what is the base when there's no base? Good, base 10. All right, so we would write that 10 to the second is equal to 4n plus 32. Okay, and then from there, it's just solving for n. So 10 to the second, thanks. You can get from, if you want that chart, that's the chart that he has right here. You can use this on your quiz if you want to. So you can get it from the chart, or you can get it from your calculator. 10 squared, you can just type in. All right, and then from here, again, it's 2 steps. One step is to subtract. And then one step is to divide. And you should get 17 for n. Okay, so let's do some exponential, some exponential. Let's do number 15. All right, so the exponential expression is this 15 to the 3a. And before we do, this is definitely exponential, but before we do anything like to worry about that, what do we need to do first? Subtract the 7. You want to get that by itself. Okay. And then you have to decide, can you write these with the same base? So that chart, you could look at the multiples or the powers of 15 and 30 or 60 is not there. So this is one where we're going to have to write in logarithmic form. So just like we did on 4 through 6, we're going to do that on this problem right here, which means we're going to start with the word log, and then we can do the loop if you like the loop. All right. Now on some problems, you're done, or you type this in the calculator and you're done. This one's going to have an extra step, but log base 15 of 60, how do I figure that out? Just put it in the calculator. Just do the log base, and you get 1.512 is 3a. And then we want a, so we would just divide by 3. All right, and then let's do number 18. This one has a lot of steps. So first we would go ahead and add that 21. Then we would divide by 8. All right. Can I write these with the same base? You can. What would the base be? Did any of you do it differently? I figured you probably would. If you did it the way we just did the other one, you're going to get the same answer. So if you don't notice that you can write them with the same base, it's still going to work out in the end. So I can rewrite this if I wanted to as 3 to the second for the 9. Now again, if you did it the other way and you got 3 as your answer, you're right. You don't have to change it. All right, if you do it this way, now all we have to do is just set the exponents equal and then solve for n by adding 1. But if you write in logarithmic form, like I said, I promise you, you're going to get the same answer. All right, so I did number 17 on the video. Some of you may have watched it, some of you may have not, but it was one that you have to factor. There is one on your quiz that you need to factor. So if you want that yellow sheet that has all those factors of the numbers 1 through 100, you can use it if you want to. You might be able to do it in your head. There's
Can you show the answers?
number 20. Number 20, I got 3.5. Did you get it? You want me to do it? I can do it.
I got 3.5.
That's the same. So 3.5, 3.5, 7.5. Those are all right for number 20. Okay, so if you haven't turned in, oh, hold on, I have to tell you something else. I'm going to let you use your review if you want to on this quiz. When we take the test, you cannot use the review. You'll have to do it all out of your brain. But since I wasn't here yesterday, I feel like if you had a question, you wouldn't have been able to ask me. But if you decide you can do the quiz without the review, you're going to get 5 extra credit points on your quiz. So you guys decide. So either keep your review out or put it away. Today, if you haven't turned it in, you can finish it, turn it in. It's a 20-point grade, so you definitely want to keep it, or you definitely want to do it.